Coming up next is our lovely musical segment called Taal Me Taal. The charming young hostess here is a princess who is a stage performer herself. Her name is Shreya Bhatia. Let's see Ms. Bhatia's outlook on a new page in music today.
Namaste and welcome back to Taal Me Taal, the show about you, me, and our love for music. I cannot thank you enough for all the suggestions and recommendations that you sent me, and just keep it coming, they're great. So before I go into the show today, I would like to quickly touch upon a genre of music that I haven't covered before, which is Sufi music. Sufi music is devotional music, and I'm sure you listen to it. For example, qawwalis are a form of Sufi music, and Abida Parveen, Ghulam Ali are names I'm sure you've heard, who are just some of the big, great names in the Sufi world. So today I would like to sing for you a Sufi song from the movie Khaki, and the original was sung by Richa Sharma. I hope you enjoy.
Maula maula mere maula maula mere maula maula mere maula maula mere maula maula ho karam. मेरे मौला करम हो करम 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 तुमसे फरियाद करते हैं हम तुमसे तेरे घर के सिवा मौला मेरे मौला करम हो करम.
By the way, this was based on your feedback that I should be singing the full song instead of the 1 or 2 stanzas that I usually sing for you, so I hope you enjoyed that. But today, I have an even bigger treat for you all. With me, there's a 13-year-old girl who's extremely talented and learns Carnatic music. Through her lens, we'll be looking at Carnatic music, learning about it, and comparing it to Hindustani classical. So let me introduce to you all Srinidhi Krishnan. So welcome Srinidhi to Taal Mein Taal. How are you doing today?
Fine, thank you, Shreya.
So before we get into the music part, the Carnatic music versus Hindustani classical, let's talk a little bit about you. So where do you live? What school do you go to?
I'm an 8th grader at Rachel Carson Middle School, and I live in Herndon, Virginia.
Okay, great. So when it comes to music, how long have you been learning Carnatic classical?
I've been learning for the last 9 years.
Okay, and about performing, have you performed? Do you like performing?
I've performed a lot the last 2 years. I've performed in solo performances and in many competitions.
Mm-hmm.
I've been a top 6 finalist in Carnatic Music Idol, and I've also done a few group performances with my teacher.
Okay, great. And this reminds me, when I was here and Mrs. Nilima Mehra did an interview with me, I remember she asked me a very interesting question of how I feel when I go up on stage and how I feel when I perform. So I would like to ask you that same question. What does it feel like when you go up on a stage?
It's always a little nervous because there's so much preparation that goes into performing.
Mm-hmm.
But after I perform and I do a good job, it's always very satisfying.
Yeah, I totally agree. So now coming to the music. In Hindustani classical music, there are a lot of taals which play a really huge part in the music. So we have taals like ek taal, teen taal, jhap taal. So what are some of the taals that you have in Carnatic music, and what kind of a role does that play in your singing?
Talam has a really big role in our music. It's like one of the basic parts of it.
Mm-hmm.
We have a few main talas. One of them is adi. It's the most commonly used. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have Rupaka, which is a cycle of 3 beats. It's 1, 2, 3. And then we have cycles of 5 and 7 beats, and those use uneven beats to go through the cycle. Khanda Chapu is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And Mishra Chapu is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay, great. And so that's a lot like Hindustani classical, where we also clap with each beat and we have the kalis and the talis. So now when it comes to the presentation of the rag, in Hindustani classical we have what is called a bandish, and it's based on the framework of the rag, and so it's just a composition that we sing. So how would you present a rag in Carnatic music? And feel free to sing a few lines as well.
So we can do improvisation before a song as alapana.
Mm-hmm.
We can also sing compositions. That's the basic structure of Carnatic music. And there are many compositions in every raga.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll sing a short one.
Yeah, definitely.
Himadri sute pahi mam, Himadri sute pahi mam, Varade parade vate 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 Himadri sute pahi mam. Kamakshi Sumeru Madhyavasini Shri Kamakshi Sumeru Madhyavasini Shri Kamakshi Himadri Sute Pahi Mam Shyama Krishna Sodari Gauri Parameshwari Amba Shyama Krishna Sodari Gauri Parameshwari Girijalanila Veni Kiravani Shri Lalite Girijalanila Veni Kiravani Shri Lalite Himadri Sute Pahi Marade Paradevate Himadri Sute Pahi Mam
Wow, that was beautiful. It's amazing how at such a young age you can sing so well. And so I saw that you were also keeping the beat with your hand while singing. So which tal was that in?
That was Rupaka Tala.
Okay, very nice.
Thank you.
So in Hindustani classical music, we also have what is called a tarana, which we sing. Most rags have taranas. I mean, they're like tana diri na diri diri tadani, tana diri na diri diri tadani, tadridani tanauda tana tadani, tadridani tanauda tana tadani, tadridani dhim tadani, tana diri na diri diri tadani. So these are kind of with almost every rag. So is there like a Carnatic music equivalent?
We have what's called a tilana. They're usually pretty fast, and we sing them at the end of a concert.
Okay.
And they're very focused on rhythm, so the percussionist is very important in this type of composition.
Okay, and so when you're performing a raga, which instruments play along?
We have a violin accompaniment and a percussion instrument called a mridangam. Sometimes we have a couple other instruments, but most concerts have those two.
Okay, and so you've been training in Carnatic music for a while. So has that influenced your Western music interest, and do you think that the training has helped you in Western music at all?
Definitely. It definitely helps me keep a pitch, and I don't really learn Western music by the music. I learn it better by ear, and that's definitely because I learn Carnatic music as well.
Great, that's definitely what I feel too. And I've been researching this for a while, and I'm still researching on what the linkage is between the two genres, and I will get back to the audience on this question. So thank you so much for being here. It was a pleasure, and I'm sure the audience enjoyed it as much as I did. And I hope to see you in the future, and good luck.
Thank you.
So friends, before we close today, I would like to wish everyone a happy break and happy holiday season. In the next year, we will definitely be looking at a lot of new, exciting topics, and so keep the suggestions coming, because this is a show about you, me, and our love for music. So until next time, namaste, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year.